All right. Uh, Welcome to Week 4 NFL picks. Uh, let's get to it. I pick Dolphins over the Bengals. Dolphins are 3-0. They just last week they beat the freaking Bills. I mean, that offense is clicking and that defense is solid. That's what's more than just solid. It's pretty damn good. That team's on a roll. Tua might be out, but
He's out.
he's out officially. Then they got Teddy Bridgewater, so I'm still that he can once he gets a good practice in, he'd be good. Get some time reps with those receivers, he'd be good. Uh, Bengals, that quarterback still getting hammered. That offense did not get any better from last year. Still getting hit too much, and yeah, and Dolphins defense was pretty good. I mean, freaking, they even got to Allen. So Vikings, I picked the Vikings over the Saints. Freaking, the Saints might actually win this one if they did not have Jameis Winston at quarterback, but they do unless they bench him during the game or something. Vikings are winning that one, close one, but because Saints, it's hard to score on the Saints. Saints defense is bad. I mean, they're awesome, but I mean they just shut people down. And the running game's good. The Saints got really good receivers. Just have an idiot for a quarterback, and they won't bench him, and I don't understand it. But Vikings win. Lions and Seahawks. I got the Lions. Lions have been playing hard, and I think they come up with it. I think they got a little more talent all around. Seahawks, they have Geno Smith, who's talented, and they got a good receiving core, but no offensive line, no running game. Defenses here and there. I'm going with the Lions. Steelers over the Jets. I don't know who's that be starting. I think they might actually switch to the rookie this year. I mean this game. Freaking Cody Pickett. I hope, but they might stick with Mitch Trubisky. He's solid. I mean he could beat the Jets. I mean Jets have no defense, so it doesn't matter. Uh, Flacco was playing good though last two games. I mean they won the game because of Flacco. Uh, they lost last week, but they won in week 2. But I think I think the Steelers got them. Though they're just too talented all around offense and defense. Giants and Bears. I got the Giants over the Bears. Although, yeah, which just because I don't, I'm assuming they're. I don't know if the quarterbacks that be there or not, and we might see Trevor Simeon start for the Bears. I don't know, but the Bears are decent, but Giants lost last week, and even though they won the first 2 games, but I think they might get a win over the Bears. But it's that big close one. Bears might get them though, but I just go Giants. But I have a feeling it seems like I have a feeling the Giants might lose, but I'm not going with them winning. Titans over the Colts. Titans have been consistently winning, even though the running back ain't doing shit. Freaking Derrick Henry, or who everyone thought was the offense really. Uh, he's not doing anything. He can't get over. He hasn't got over 60 yards the whole entire game, and he only did that the first game. He's been under 60 since then. It's been all freaking the quarterback. Trubinsky's been doing it all. And Colts, they've been winning. I mean, they won. Well, they haven't been winning. They tied. They lost. They won. They won the first game last week, but it wasn't a very competitive game. But and it wasn't really because of Matt Ryan. It was mostly because of defense and running game. But whatever. Give it to Matt Ryan. They seem to do that. Charge, but Titans beat the Colts this week. Chargers and Texans. Texans are tough. The quarterback's doing good, but they just don't have no talent, no receivers, no running game, no offensive line. The defense seems like it's starting to get better every week, but still not there. Chargers are complete team. Their quarter might be out too. I'm not sure. I heard some stuff, but either way, I think they're talented enough. Chargers over the Texans. Browns over the Falcons. Even though the Falcons just won a game, Browns are pretty talented, and Jacoby Brissett's playing very good. He's a really good quarterback. Although they're starting to freaking get better, it seems like every week. With Mariota is playing his butt off. The receivers are starting to catch a little more. It seems like he's starting to get a rhythm with them with these young receivers. The line still ain't blocking. The offensive line and the running game seems to get their running backs getting a little more push, but and although the defense is still ain't playing good, they still have to win in the shootout. So Broncos and Raiders. Broncos finally won a game, but it was well. I think they won 2 games, but it's ugly. Broncos they don't have no offense. All they got is the quarterback. All they got is Russell Wilson. He went from one shitty team to another. It's like, goddamn, dude. You were so happy to get off of that team. You went to another team with no talent. At least you have a good receiving core with the Seahawks. He don't have a receiving core there. You don't have a running back. You don't have an offensive line, just like he didn't have a Seattle. At least he had it. And the defense kind of went under this year, but Broncos have nothing. But the Raiders, I don't know what's going on with the Raiders. I think that coach once again is flopping. McDaniels. He probably should stay a coordinator. Probably should go back to the Patriots and be a coordinator again because they definitely need an offensive coordinator. And he does not need to be the head coach. Once again, looks like he's failing as a head coach. Broncos over Raiders. And now we'll get to the Eagles over the Jaguars. Jaguars are playing really good, really tough. They won some games. But Eagles are undefeated, and I think they keep that streak. They're dominant. They're pretty damn good. I'm not just saying that because I'm an Eagles fan, but they're looking really good. Jalen Hurts playing his butt off. He has last 2 games have been over 300 yards. They're in it to win it, I think. Eagles over Jags. That'd be a good one, though. I think Jags, they keep it competitive. They've been very competitive, everything. Even when they lose, they're very competitive. Bills and Ravens. Bills lost in a heartbreaker last week to the Dolphins. I think they bounced back against the Ravens. Ravens have been pretty good, but I think the Bills are a little more talented than they are. I think they can put up more points. And they've shut down freaking Lamar Jackson before, and I don't think that'd be any difference. I think that defense is shut them down again. Although they would have to do it with the front 7 since their secondary is kind of weak and inexperienced. But they can do it with the front 7's very tough. As long as it ain't fucking 100 degrees in Maryland, not like it was in Miami, they'd be alright. So I got the Bills over the Ravens. Now let's see, the Panthers and the Cards. I got the Panthers over the Cards. Cards have been struggling. The Cardinals, they've been pretty much struggling. Panthers, I think they're starting to get a momentum going, and Baker Mayfield's really starting to connect with his receiving core. McCaffrey seems like he's a little more healthier and he's running better. So Panthers over Cardinals. Patriots over Packers. Packers has been barely winning, and then they lost some too. But because they lost their first game, they only scored 7 games, and honestly, they haven't been. Last week, I think they lost. They only scored 12 points. With the one game they did win, they only scored 14, so they can't score much because the receivers still ain't catching. So Patriots are having issues calling offense because they have a defensive position coach calling the offense, and then the offense is a little whatever, and they don't know who's that be the quarterback next. If that be the rookie or is it that be freaking the backup Hoyer. Hoyer's a game manager, so they just manage it. They probably just use Hoyer and manage it because you don't want an inexperienced rookie. So they'd probably just do that and just run the ball and play tough defense, and I think they beat the Packers. Patriots over the Packers. Chiefs and Bucks. The Bucks have been terrible on offense. Freaking now the game they won is when freaking Fournette had a great game. When Fournette doesn't have a great game, freaking Grandpa Brady can't do nothing. He can't push it with his arm or anything. They just lose, and that's what they've been doing. Lose unless like the other team quarterback gives it to them, like the Saints did. So the Chiefs lost last week, so they're looking for a bounce back, and they're a tough team. They're pretty talented. They just had the off game. I think the Chiefs go all over the Bucks. Rams and 49ers. 49ers almost scored 9 points last week. Now they got to go against the defending champion Rams. Rams all the way. Cowboys and Washington. Cowboys over Washington. Cooper Rush is on a roll. He got the offense going because they were flat with Prescott. Now with Cooper Rush, 2 games in a row, they'll try to keep competitive with the Eagles. The Eagles are 3-0, but they'll try to at least keep it there. And Commanders, they couldn't score. They scored what, 8 points. They scored 2 field goals in the goddamn safety against the Eagles. That's not last week. So Cowboys wins. It might not be a high scoring game, but Cowboys wins. Well, this is my week 4 picks. See you week 5.